Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Rossi. Today we are going to create a Thank a Hero portrait. Let's get started. What you'll be needing today is a pencil, an eraser, something to trace your drawing with. I'm going to use a Sharpie, but you can use a dark colored marker, crayon, or colored pencil, or even a pen. I'm going to use markers and crayons to color my picture in today, but you can use whatever supplies you have at home to add color. Whether you want to use markers, crayons, colored pencils, or paint, it's up to you. Today we're going to create a Thank a Hero portrait. So that means we're going to draw a hero. Now your hero can be your favorite superhero from your favorite TV show or movie or book, or it can be someone from our community that is a hero. Right now we have a lot of essential workers and people in our community who are working very hard to keep us safe and healthy. So you can draw somebody like that as your hero as well, whether you want to draw a doctor, a nurse, maybe someone from your family who you're friends with who is a community hero. Maybe you want to draw your teacher or whoever else you can think of. It's totally up to you. So a portrait is a drawing of a person. So we're going to create a drawing of our hero who we are thanking. And then we're going to add a banner along the bottom of our portrait to write a little thank you message on it. The first thing you're going to want to do is figure out who you're going to be thanking for your portrait. I'm going to be thanking my dad. My dad is working for UPS, so he leaves the house every day to go to work and make sure everyone gets all of their packages and things on time. So for my Thank a Hero, I'm going to draw a picture of him. So now that I know who I'm creating my portrait of, I can get started. I'm going to do a nice big U shape to start my portrait, and that's going to be the bottom of my dad's head. I'm going to add two straight lines coming down from the bottom of the face as a neck, and I'm going to add our shoulders. Our shoulders do not just go straight down to the page, they curve out from our neck to create our arms, and then they can go down out to the page. If you want your hero waving, you can curve your arm up and draw a hand to show them waving, or position them however you would like. Now that I have my body positioned, I'm going to go back to the head. At the top of my U shape, I'm going to draw some ears. So I'm going to do some nice big long C shapes to be my ears. And then I'm going to draw a line that connects the top of my ears very lightly and a line that connects the bottom of my ears very lightly. That line is going to help us line up all of our facial features, so our eyes, our nose, our mouth. This is going to help us figure out where we should put those on our face. So if you feel your own face, the top of your ear goes across your face and hit the top of your eyes. If you'd like to split your face in half, you can do that also, but I'm going to start by drawing an eye, so the top of my eye is hitting that line that I just drew to connect the tops of my ears. And then I know I will have another eye on this side in that same spot. So at that top line that connects my ears is going to be the top of my eye. I'm doing like almost football shapes for my eyes. They are a little pointy on the edges like an almond and round around the middles. I'm going to add an eyeball in there for our iris, so that is just part of a circle that can fit inside. And then I can add my pupil and a little semicircle in there for our highlight. Once your eyes are done, you can do your nose. Your nose is going to be in between your eyes where it starts, and it's going to end on that bottom line that we drew connecting the bottom of our ears. You can feel on your own face that the bottom of your ear, if you bring your finger across your face, it's going to hit the bottom of your nose. So I'm just going to add a nose in there. Now your picture does not need to look like mine. I have a bunch of sheets on my Canvas page that show different facial features, different eyes, noses, and mouths, and it also shows some different expressions. Whether you want your hero portrait to be showing a certain emotion, you can look at that paper. And then I also have different hairstyles, so you can have help drawing different kinds of hair. I'm going to have my dad doing a nice big smile with some teeth and a tongue. And I'll add some cheeks, and that looks good. I can erase those lines that I used to draw my eyes and my nose because I don't need them anymore. I'm going to go in and add some eyebrows above my eyes, and I can start to do the hair. And that is my dad almost finished. I'm going to go down towards the shirt now. And around our shirt is where we're going to put our thank you banner. So I'm going to start to draw my banner before I actually draw my shirt. To draw our banner, we're going to do a wavy line that's going to go across the chest. It's going to be a very slightly wavy line where it's just going to dip down once and then back up. I'm going to draw that line 2 times, leaving some space in between. The space in between our lines is where our text is going to go. So where we're going to write our words is going to go in there. So you want to make sure you separate them enough that you have enough space to write. Once you have those 2 lines drawn and you like them, you're going to close off the edges with 2 vertical lines to connect them, and you should get something that looks like this. Then we are going to draw a line that curves in from that bottom corner of our banner. So from this bottom corner, I'm drawing a line that's curving in towards the center of our page. From that line, we're just going to go straight up back into our banner. So I'm just doing 2 vertical lines going straight up back into the banner. Now I made sure not to make my lines too long. I left space around the edges because this is where I'm going to draw the edges of my banner. Now my banner is going to curve out from this bottom point, and we're going to do a slightly curved line that curves down, and then I'm going to do that same line from the middle point of our banner on the top. So a curved line going down, then I'm going to make a V shape to draw the end of my banner there. I can erase the parts of the shirt that I can still see, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just doing a curved line from that point, and then finding the middle of this line and going out with that same curve and creating a V that is coming in. I can erase this line, and my banner looks good. I'm going to draw some straight lines in here because this is the area of our banner that is going to be shaded. So I can fill that in with some straight lines so I remember that that's going to be a shadowed section of our banner. That's going to help make our banner look like it's coming out towards us into the foreground and force these darker areas that I just added those lines more into the background to make our banner look a little more realistic. Once your banner is done, you can decide what you would like your banner to say. I'm just going to write thank you across my banner. You can do yours in bubble letters. You can do it in cursive if you want to practice your script, or you can do it using regular capital letters like I am. Your banner does not have to say thank you. It can say whatever you would like it to say. It's totally up to you what kind of message you would like to send to your hero. Now that I finished that, I can go back into my shirt. It might be a good idea to draw your hero wearing whatever they wear to work or whatever they wear most days. It's up to you. I'm going to create a little bit of a collared shirt by doing a V and then bringing that V out. And I'll add some buttons going down. I'm going to create a line on both sides, 2 straight lines to separate my body from my arms. Now that we finished our portrait and we finished our banner, we can start to decorate our background. You can decorate your background however you would like. I think I'm just going to add a couple stars on each side since I don't have a lot of space here to draw big pictures. But you can draw things that your hero uses in their job, or you can add decorations to make them look like a superhero. If you want to give them a mask or a cape, you can do that. That would be cool. If you're not drawing a community hero and you're drawing a superhero from your favorite movie or your favorite book, you can add details in your background from those movies, books, or TV shows to better create the setting of your superhero. Maybe it's the city that they fight crime in, or maybe you're adding little details of things that they like or things that they use. It's up to you. And that's going to do it for my portrait. Now that I finished drawing in pencil, I'm going to grab my Sharpie and I'm going to trace over all of my pencil lines. You can use whatever you have at home to trace your pencil lines. If you don't have a Sharpie, you can use a marker, a dark colored crayon, colored pencil. Whatever you have at home to use will work. After I finish tracing my pencil lines with my Sharpie, I'm going to color it in using my markers and my crayons. As I'm coloring, I want to remember 2 things. I want to make sure my portrait looks like whoever I'm drawing, so I want to use colors to match their hair, eyes, skin, and clothing. And I also want to make sure while I'm coloring my banner that those 2 sections where I drew my lines are darker than the rest of my banner pieces. So if I'm making this part of my banner yellow, I'm going to pick a dark yellow or even an orange to fill in that section to create that shadow. And that is my Thank a Hero portrait all finished. When you're done with your project, be sure to take a picture of it and share it with me. I can't wait to see the amazing work you guys create at home. Try your best, have fun, and get creative. Bye!